Hello guys, Unholy Perfection here, and welcome back to some World of Warships. It's been quite a while since I played this game. As you guys would know from watching the last video that I uploaded, I moved to Mississauga and started college, so I haven't really been recording much, and as such I haven't even been playing on my own really. So the last time I actually did end up playing the game was the last time I recorded, which was, I believe, 2 months ago now, actually. So, from what I've heard, they may have added a few new ships. I haven't seen any, but who knows? I heard something about them adding German ships, but I haven't seen anything for it, so I'm not sure exactly if they have or not. Go back over to here. So, we're going to be playing in our South Carolina again today. We're working our way up to the Wyoming, I believe. I'll actually go back to this tech tree and take a look at where we're at. So we're at the South Carolina here. We're working our way up to the Wyoming for our destroyer line. I may begin going down the cruiser line again as well, because the cruisers that I had been playing earlier, the Chester and St. Louis, I actually quite enjoyed playing, so I may do those again. And then over on the Japanese line here, we are going down the destroyer line, I believe. Yeah, down the destroyer line here. So we will be playing that line a little bit today. I'll try and get a couple games in on each ship. I'm not sure exactly how long the games will be, so we'll sort of see how it turns out. But we'll get right into battle here. I don't know. I'm not sure how well I'm going to be able to play this, since I haven't played it in so long. I didn't even take a few minutes for a practice match or anything before recording. I just jumped right in, because I am still pretty busy. I've got a number of tests and assignments coming up, but I wanted to get a video done because I've really been wanting to get back into recording. And even though I don't necessarily have the time to do it, I've decided that I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to find the time, make the time, kick somebody in the balls to get the time. You know, whatever I got to do. But, yeah, so with the limited time, I am getting back into it, and hopefully I will be able to get a video a day when I'm not too busy with exams and things like that. I know later on when exams start getting really busy, or I start getting really busy with exams, my audio's really loud here, I will have to sort of cut back on the videos, maybe pre-record a couple of things. But who knows, so for now, all we know is that I will be recording. Yay! Happy me! But, yeah, so let's get this started. We're going to go all the way over to the right, I think. We're going to go pretty hard to the right here. I want to get a good angle at anybody coming around that island. Hopefully I can beat enemies over there. I have a feeling there will be a destroyer or somebody that goes that way as well. So I'm also sort of tempted to cut up that canal there. Maybe try and go around through the islands. That might be our better bet. That'll reduce the chance of enemy destroyer coming in and sort of knocking me down with some torpedoes. Because I get knocked out with torpedoes pretty easily in this thing. It does not move or maneuver very quickly. But it's got some powerful guns, so doesn't need to maneuver fast as long as you can hit its target right off the bat. But yeah, so we'll get right in here, try and cut up through the middle there. I can see, I'm gonna guess that's my teammate firing at him, but I'm not sure. There could be somebody over there that I just can't see on the map yet. Who knows? I guess we'll find out later on. Looks like that guy's gonna cut up through. He's going straight towards the island right now, but I have a feeling he'll turn and go up through instead. Looks like he's sending out some shots to try and cut the enemy off, who may actually also be going in through here, so I'm hoping that at least one of these cruisers does end up going all the way around and doesn't turn here. Maybe both of them, that'd be best, but it looks like that guy's going to turn. It looks like they might... Oh, nope, they're not going to hit each other. Pretty close, though. So it looks like at least that one cruiser will go over there. That destroyer might go over there as well. I'm not sure what he's planning on doing yet. Looks like he's planning on going over there as well, which is a good thing. Sort of saves me from having to worry about enemies coming up behind me. The only thing we got to be careful about while coming up through this canal is enemy destroyers pre-firing torpedoes, which is what you sort of saw him doing there, where he was firing his torpedoes down, even though he couldn't see anybody. just in case an enemy ship was rounding the corner, and you can see one right there. So I don't think his torpedoes did end up hitting anybody. But this guy's going to come around the corner. I'm going to take a shot and see how my accuracy is right off the bat. Doesn't look too bad. Looks like it might hit. No, it's a little bit far. So we'll let these shells reload here, and I want to try and keep my guns going to the other side because I am going to try and slow myself down a little bit and get my rear guns into a good firing position. So it looks like they are starting to fire at me now. Just cruisers. Well, I have to worry if they start doing a lot of damage, but for now I think I'm alright. Hopefully one of those hits. No, all around him. So I've taken a little bit of damage, but not much. I can easily repair it with my repair modules I have on board right now. Looks like he is taking some hits from my teammates though, so definitely have to work on my accuracy and getting back into the swing of things there. Trying to determine where the shots are going to go and where I need to fire to hit him. Right there seems good. Good enough. Got a single hit. Oh, I got my ally here that I'm accidentally hitting, so I'm going to try and turn off him. That'll also get those rear guns in range, and then I'm going to go full stop, which is typically dangerous because, well, you're not moving. You're an easy target to hit. Those guys are slightly harder because they're moving, so I have to adjust in accordance. But I got a couple good hits on him there. That's going to hurt his health. That looks like my rear guns are finally in place. Oh, nope, those are my front guns just finishing up their reload. So fire those. It looks like there's some torpedoes going by, but those aren't going to do anything to me. I can tell. Oh, that's my own destroyer there. He's going to go down in a second. I'm not sure who's going to get that final hit. Might be my auxiliary cannons that you can see firing there on their own. So when an enemy gets within a certain range, you got taken down as I was firing. When an enemy gets within a certain range, your guns will automatically fire, and little small ones that you can see on the sides there. Big destroyers like mine aren't, or sorry, big destroyers. Big, what are these called? Battleships like mine can easily take out a cruiser at close range. However, it has a very hard time taking out destroyers because they're incredibly fast. And this guy is not meant to move quickly, nor will my turrets move very quickly, as you can see as I adjust to fire at different targets. So if I go right now, I've got to sort of pre-aim if I want to be able to shoot down there. So it looks like a lot of enemies are sort of in this direction, so that's what I'm going to sort of swing over and try and get into the fight with my allies there. Because I'm turning, my cannons aren't keeping up. I have a feeling those aren't going to hit, but they might. Looks like the one almost did. Wasn't quite enough in the end, so we're going to finish turning here. I'm going to start pre-aiming my guns towards the left there, because I wanted to sort of hit those guys. If I hit left click, I can look around without affecting where my guns are going to aim, so I'm just going to keep going. I haven't seen any guys down there, so I could go and cap the enemy base. I'm not really in the mood to go base capping right now, though, so I'm just going to go straight for the enemy that's over here. And that our team sort of go for the enemy base if they want to. I have a feeling that we probably won't. It looks like, for the most part, you've got their battleships over here as well. I guess my turrets weren't turning. I didn't have it quite aimed correctly, so I'm going to slow her down to a stop. Actually, I'm going to go full reverse to try and slow her down as quickly as possible while I get these guns aimed into position. I didn't realize they weren't quite turning to where I wanted them to be. Alright, come on. I know they've detected me. So it looks like everybody was firing at the guy over there, who has sunk. So the next target will be this guy then. So I'm going to try and get my rear cannons in here as well and just do a larger barrage. Aim ahead of him a bit there. Turn a little bit more, do I? I got to turn. Oh, good bit. Alright. Alright, come on. Just got those rear cannons in position. And fire. Alright, we got 4 hits on the enemy. That's pretty nice. That'll do some damage. And we got a while before we will be done reloading here. So I'm going to put us down at quarter speed so that we don't end up going too quickly in front of him. Actually, I'll try and match his speed to the best of my ability. You can only really go a quarter, half, 3/4 or full speed, so... Alright, and then I should be reloaded in a second here. And get to fire. Alright, so now he's on fire thanks to that last shot there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get in close, get my secondary guns to start firing at him there if possible. Do some extra damage, maybe even take him out. I want to take him out before my allies do. I want to get at least 1 kill this game, so... Ooh. Sounded like somebody died. Oh, yep, my ally died. I'm on fire, so I'm just going to hit R here and quickly put that out. Guns should be reloaded. Oh, did I take him down? No, oh, maybe? I don't know. I wasn't paying enough attention. I didn't see if I took him out or not. But it looks like it's 2-on-2 now. I have a feeling the enemies may be coming from that side, so I'm actually going to swing around and go that way.
Problem solved, sir.
I'm also going to quickly repair some damage while I have the chance. I'm not too badly injured, but it always helps to have that little bit extra HP. Do I have a time limit? I don't think there's a time limit. I hope not. So it looks like both teams are gathering 3 points at a time, so I have to either take out the entire enemy team before they max out on points or something like that. Not 100% sure. Hopefully my ally can get in and get base capturing over there. There is a chance that the guy could be just behind this island, but I haven't... Oh, there he is. He's pretty badly injured over there. He's going to be shooting at me already. I'll take a few shots with the front cannons. Let's see what hits. Oh, both of them are over here, so I got to try and take this first guy out fast. I can sort of save the cruiser for after. He's going to be doing a little bit less damage with each of his shots, and it doesn't look like he's got too many guns. He looks to be... Yeah, he looks either a tier 2 or tier 1. I'm not 100% sure from here. But I'm going to slow myself down so that I can continue firing at this guy. Alright, guns loaded. Alright, got a hit on there. I really want to get in beside him so that I can start hitting his citadel, but I did manage to set him on fire, so that'll do some extra damage for me while I reload here. So I am going to up my speed a little bit and try and swing around over to his side. Because right now he has a chance to hit the citadel, which is just sort of close to the waterline on the side of the ship, and hitting there destroys a person's health, so if I can get into a spot that I can sort of shoot there on him, boom, right there. That was a nice shot. As far as damage goes, add a little bit more flames to his ship as well. Right, looks like I'm going to be able to fire again. Boom, 4 hits on him. So he's doing some damage to me, I'm doing some damage to him. It doesn't look like I'm on fire. That's a good thing. So I'm going to slow myself down to a crawl here, put out this fire instantly. The faster you put out the fire, the better, because it does quite a bit of damage. And I should be ready to fire again here in a second. Boom. He's down. Alright, so we're going to try and swing over, and we're going to be attacking this cruiser next. In a second here, I'm going to heal a bit. Oh, beautiful. Plenty of health going to come back with that.
Problem solved, sir.
Alright, I'm going to slow myself down so that I don't overtake him too much. Last thing I want is to not be able to maneuver and lose my shot on him, so just going to let our cannons all line up here. Oh, beautiful damage. I love seeing numbers like that come up. We'll try and swing around. Boom, even more damage there. Alright, so I'm going to go full speed ahead, try and get myself going into this turn as steep as possible, and I'm going to have to cut her off really quickly if I start getting too close to that island there, so. Alright, so let's just completely stop it and see what I can do. Alright, so we did some good damage to him there. So I can hear sirens going off and everything to tell me that that island's there, but I think I can speed up safely now and I won't be in any trouble. Take a few more shots. Boom, and down he goes. Beautiful game. I'm surprised I did that well coming back. First game back in over 2 months, and I managed to destroy 2 enemies. Do enough damage to actually destroy modules on a ship, which is what an incapacitation is, I believe. Set 4 fires on the different enemy ships, and get 41 total hits in the game. So as you can see, I'm going to lose a bit of money and XP for accidentally hitting the other guy. I'm going to get a little bit of money back from him hitting me, because it was sort of both of our fault in a way. I wasn't looking at him, he probably wasn't looking at me, because there was some room that he could have gone off to the right a little bit if need be. We were both sort of focused on firing at the enemy there, but that seemed to go pretty well for the first game. It came with 2 kills and 242 XP. That's sort of the damage that I did, so I was using high explosive shells. For the sort of cruisers and destroyers, you typically want to use high explosive shells. Your armor-piercing shells, normally you'll use on the other battleships like mine. I wasn't paying enough attention to actually switch, and the amount of time it takes to reload my ship, it wouldn't have made sense for me to try and change it when I had the chance there. So it was just better to continue firing with those high explosive shells, especially when I could see that right behind one battleship was a cruiser, so it would be easier for me to take out the battleship and the cruiser using high explosive rounds. The reason that you don't use the armor-piercing shells against something like a cruiser or a destroyer is they can honestly go straight through the ship. They'll do less damage than a high explosive shell, because that's going to hit and it's going to explode and do damage. One of the things I found out playing World of Tanks, which sort of seems to carry over here, if your armor-piercing shells aren't penetrating, fire with a high explosive shell. You might only be doing a couple of HP worth of damage each shot, but it's still damage, and a hit that penetrates at all, which any hit that does damage counts as penetration, that's good for XP. So that's just something that I've learned playing these games. We're going to go back to the port now. So we need to get quite a bit of XP before we're going to be ready to get to the Wyoming. But for now, I think we're going to go down and try out a game in the Samson. I don't know if I've ever survived a full game in the Samson that I've been directly involved in combat. I'm sort of more used to the South Carolina playstyle of slow and steady with really big, heavy guns. This is sort of a very lightweight ship, and the torpedoes do a lot of damage, but you gotta hit with the torpedoes, and you have to fire really far ahead if you want them to hit a target. So we'll take a look, try it out, see how I do. I have to take a drink every couple of minutes because, well, it's been so long I've recorded that I'm not used to it anymore. Wow, I rambled for a little bit there. Oh well, rambling's done. Maybe. Rambling's never done. What am I saying? You guys are watching me, so you know that I'm going to ramble. But it's like 40 degrees in the room that I'm sitting in now. That's the other reason why I haven't really recorded much. It gets really hot in this room. And usually I have a fan going, but for recording purposes I've sort of turned that fan off, because you can really hear that fan when it's turned on. And it's almost silent for me to have it on when I'm not recording, but as soon as I'm recording and I play it back, you can actually hear the vibrations through the desk, because the arm mount that I have my mic on is connected to the desk. Alright, so has the game actually begun, or I think the game's begun here. Yep, the game has definitely begun. Alright, so if I want to switch over to my torpedoes, I have to hit 3 here. So you can see I sort of got this little menu here, and I can look around. Slow it down, actually. I can't remember what some of the different things I have are. So I can hit 3 again and change the size. So if I have an enemy that's just sort of, I want to shoot in that general direction, I can do that. Or if there's somebody closer to me that I want very specific shots to hit, I can just sort of switch to that. So for now, we're going to switch over to our, I think we'll just stick with the high explosive shells, actually. I'm not going to go full speed just yet, because I find that I tend to rush it a little bit too much. Sorry, when I'm playing in this Samsung here, so I'll sort of go slow. We'll try and stick with this cruiser right here. And we might sort of speed up a little bit in the future. Well, not in the future. In the near future, we will speed up quite a bit. I'm actually going to sort of try and get it in close. Where's that guy going there? Is he turning in, or? So it looks like he's going to turn in and try and go this way.
stations. Reporting the position of a strategic target.
Whoops, I hit the wrong button. I hit F3 instead of 3. Okay, so I can sort of see where that's going to go. I don't think it's quite going to go where I want it to, so I'm actually going to slow down here. So I have a feeling that white line sort of suggests where I should fire to hit that guy. Oops, I am like not used to these controls. I'm so used to having to actually hold down W to shoot. Alright. Take another shot in there. See how those guys do, and I can actually spin around if I want to and take some shots to other locations as well. So we're going to go top speed for the time being. I'm going to spin around here. Woo! Those were a little close for comfort. Well, those ones are going, I don't know where. I'm going to hit T and Y because I don't know what they do. Oh, I generated some smoke. And I think overclocked my engine as well. Not that that's going to help with broken propellers, so... Definitely help me get out of here to some degree. Torpedoes dead ahead. I see my torpedoes and that torpedo. You see that guy sort of going through there. I don't think my torpedoes actually hit anybody, but I can actually go over through here. Fire a few more off. My engine's still broken. I can't really do much without an engine on board. I'll switch back to my normal gun here. And down I go. So as you can see, that they don't have much health. They just go down pretty easily. And I'm still not quite used to the playstyle that I need to use for them. I haven't really played them enough to really understand exactly how I need to be playing them for it to work to the best of their ability. This guy seems to know what he's doing, maybe. He's up playing with some other ships. Looks like he's going back. Yeah, so the destroyer, I'm going to have a lot more learning to do. I'll probably do some of that off camera just because I'm going to look like an idiot for a while trying to learn how it works and all the different things like that. I should probably actually sit closer to my mic than I am. I was leaning back there because I just normally do that when I'm playing games and talking to people, but yeah, you know. So I'll probably be adding cruisers into my lineup as well. I sort of want to go down all the lines that are available, so I'll also try out the aircraft characters. I'll probably do a couple of battles with those off camera before I do start actually including them in videos, just because they're apparently one of the more difficult ships to master, as they have a completely different playstyle from everything else. And the way I've heard the playstyle described to me is something like a real-time strategy. You get an overview of the entire map, and you sort of send your planes out. You have to pick different spots, use different planes to actually do certain things. So once I have that unlocked, I will be trying that out, as well as just sort of continuing to move up all the different lines as I can. So actually, there's no point in me sitting here in this battle. It's going to go on for a while, so I'm going to exit to the port here. We're pretty much at the end of the episode, but before we go, I will, yes, exit the battle, and I will go and buy the cruiser that we're going to continue with. If I can. I'm not sure exactly. Can I get the phonics? Am I able to unlock it? Oh, I can't. I can't. Alright, so that means that I need to go, and I'm going to need to purchase the St. Louis again, which was like one of my all-time favorite ships to use. I'll just go with basic training for now. I have no reason to do anything more with a ship like this. So I can put on some of the more new stuff. I guess I have to put everything on if I'm doing it. Purchase amount, yes. Purchase amount. It is typically worth the money for this particular ship. I played it a lot when I first started playing the game. Like, I used to wreck shit when I was playing this game, because, like, you look at it, there are so many guns. You got this front gun here, plus you got all these guns on the side, and a rear gun here, so the amount of firepower that you have just on one side of the ship is absolutely ridiculous. You can do a lot of damage with this ship. And I often would get myself into positions because it maneuvers pretty well as well, where I can maneuver around the enemy fairly easily, and I constantly have a shot with as many turrets as possible. Sometimes I'd end up with just the front turret because of the way things are, and I can't really turn to the side. Maybe it will get me killed easier or something like that, but usually I would end up having all of these guns turned there. I believe there's, 8 per side? We got 6 there. Plus you include those 2, yeah, that comes out to 8 different guns that you can be firing at the same time, and each gun actually does some decent damage. So I'll be playing this and working up to getting to the Phonics. I'm not sure if I've played this in past videos. I have a feeling that I may have. But yeah, so we'll be doing that. And then once we get to the Wyoming, I will be working on unlocking the Langley as well, because the Langley is one of the other ships that we will be playing. I'm not actually 100% sure if it'll end up being the Langley, or if I want to go down the Japanese line and grab the Hosho, I think is how it's pronounced. I'm going to screw up the names of a lot of these ships as I play, so don't get mad at me for that. I just suck at pronunciation and just remembering names as well, so I'll probably forget ship names all the time. But I'm not sure. I'll probably just end up going down the USA line for that, because I'd have to actually go and play I'd have to play the Tier 3 cruiser and the Tier 3, 4 battleships, and then go on to the aircraft carrier. Whereas here, I'm going straight to the Wyoming, which is 9,000 research points. I've got about 3,000 now, and I will be working off camera to get some extra points in my free time, if I have any. So I may just end up doing it on camera the entire time if I have to. Well, there's not really a camera, it's just recording software. I don't record my webcam because my programs don't like me. Everything records in really low quality when I try and record the webcam as well, so I just don't. But yeah, so we will be working on getting the Langley. I'll play a little bit of that. And we'll work our way up eventually. Oh, I'm not even playing the Japanese line anymore. Probably because I absolutely hated playing their cruisers. I just didn't like them. A lot of people prefer the Japanese line, but I preferred the American line for some reason. So I will slowly work my way down. I guess I'll do the entire American line, and once I finish the entire American line, I may switch over and do the entire Japanese line. I've also heard rumors of them expanding the USSR, which is the Russian line, and actually adding some playable ships in there instead of just premium ships. Can't wait for that to happen. As well as German lines may be coming in as well from what I've heard, but I'm not 100% certain about that one. So hopefully we start seeing those and I can play that. I really want them to add in British ships, because the British have a very, very advanced navy. From what I heard, they had the biggest navy during World War II. Don't quote me on that, because I haven't really done any research into World War II, and I can't really remember what I did learn, because I used to be obsessed with it back when I was really young. I've sort of forgotten everything that I sort of learned reading books and whatnot, so never quote me on any fact that I say, because it's probably not actually a fact. But yeah, I think that's about it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'm glad to be back. I will try not to mess up my ending, because I'm doing that right now. But yeah, so if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. If you want to see more like this one, subscribe. If you have some feedback you want to give me for the video, more than a like or a dislike, let me know some stuff in the comments. I do read comments. If you have some games you want me to try out or play, comments are another great place for you to put suggestions there. I do have some more games coming up, and I will be doing some games with Nars as well as Golden Gecko, who I'm not sure if I've had on my channel before, but I do live stream with him every now and again when I have the time to live stream, and when my computer is in a good enough mood to live stream. It's very, very specific as to when it will let me live stream and when it won't, and I don't understand why. Probably a program running in the background, but I'll figure it out later. But yeah, so I've got some videos coming up with them, so you guys can definitely look forward to that. And there may be another channel starting up as well. For those of you that don't know, I founded the company Empty Pathway Studios along with Nars, so I have a link to our website down in the description, but we may also have a YouTube channel coming out soon. I'm not sure exactly what will be going on that, if we do animations or if we're going to do some just gameplay like this, just as a group, do a few collab videos, maybe some skits, something like that. I'm not 100% sure yet. But I'll keep you guys updated on what's going on with that, and just sort of let you know if the channel becomes a thing, when it becomes a thing, and what exactly will be uploaded, if we have anything to upload. It might just be a whatever we feel like uploading, like my channel sort of is. My channel is I enjoy this game. I think I could get good gameplay out of it. Yeah, I'm rambling again, so that's where I'm going to end it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!